television interview. Woo! What a day.
Bob, may you have a bountiful life full of crocs and fear snakes.
Thank you.
May your parents not go too mad around you. Terry and Steve, thank you very much.
Isn't it interesting how I am teaching and treating Bob exactly the same way as I have taught and treated Bindi, and she's perfect, and I reckon Bob will be exactly the same.
Well, I like having him spend time with me and me swimming in the pool with him, and he can throw me pretty high, so I really enjoy it. He told me that the baby's been born, and I was like, the baby's born! And I was, of course, a big sister. And yeah, I was really excited, so it was fun. I wanted a sister, but I think a brother's pretty good. I remember the time when he put blood on his eye when he was running, and I was like, Daddy, no! And then it was just tomato sauce.
Now, marriage is going to be a tough one with Bindi, but, you know, I'll let her start dating as soon as she turns 31.
He's just my dad, and I really love him.
He's the most passionate guy I've ever met. He's just 100 mile an hour all the time. Nothing is done good enough. He's such a hard person on himself, especially. Like, he just drives everything he touches, and like with the zoo, like with documentaries, he's just unbelievable. You're basically chasing, running, trying to keep up with him.
Steve does a lot of heroic things every day. You know, he puts his life on the line for a number of things, a number of reasons. We were filming recently in Mexico, making a documentary on seals and whales, and we heard of a group of divers that on an expedition or an excursion somewhere in the same vicinity that we were filming that had got into difficulties, and there was 2 divers missing, and the call went out. There didn't seem to be anyone really searching or making a big effort to find these divers, so Steve diverted our facilities, our boat, and all the facilities we had at our disposal to join the search.
I was still dehydrated and lost. I had all kinds of cuts on my hands. On my back was all ripped and raw.
Scott Jones thought he was going to die after being swept out to sea in 3-metre waves and lost for more than 20 hours. The experienced American scuba diver had given up on being rescued.
I just was waiting for my time to go.
Enter our very own Aussie crocodile hunter.
This is not the kind of place that you want to be floating around, bobbing around out in the ocean, and the current's just ripping. It's ripping.
It's hard to believe, I know, but yes, as luck had it, Steve Irwin just happened to be filming a documentary on sea lions and hammerhead sharks halfway around the world off Mexico's Baja Peninsula when Scott and another diver went missing.
I downed the camera and got my satellite phone, got onto a seaplane straight away and started the search.
How determined were you to find them?
Oh, completely determined, mate. There was no way I was leaving that paddock until I found them.
Meanwhile, trapped against rocks, Scott Jones was fighting for not only his life, but that of his unconscious friend, 77-year-old Katie Vrooman.
I seen Katie got taken by the wave and smashed up against the wall. So I started mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
As we came up tonight, I was panicked, and I felt so sorry that they were going to have to bob around out in the ocean overnight.
I must have dozed off because she kind of got washed away during the night.
Katie was dead, her body lost to the sea. As daylight broke, Scott clung to the rocky cliff face, waiting to be next.
You see that? I don't know what it is, but there's something shiny bobbing up and down right there. And I felt really good, And I wasn't giving up, mate. I'm like, I'm on this thing, they're here somewhere.
Then finally, what Steve and Scott had both been praying for.
On the rock, on the sea lion rock. The bloke is there, but no sign of the woman. And it looks like he's hurt. Woo! Yeah!
At the horizon, I seen a little dot on there like a boat. It seemed like it was getting closer.
What was it like when you laid eyes on it?
I was stoked, mate. I was stoked and I just flew straight into action.
Scott didn't know it, but he was about to be rescued by a celebrity. The trademark khaki shirt and shorts didn't even give it away, because Scott had never even heard of the famous crocodile hunter.
One of them climbed up on the rock and talked to me for a few minutes and then put the jacket on me and had me jump in the water, and then they pulled me over to the dinghy and got me into the boat.
Get on your arms. 1, 2, 3. Up. Wait. Just lay in here. Certainly.
A little bit when we got him in the boat, you know, shifting around the boats. He was pretty busted up, but I think he understood that we had to put him through a little bit of pain to get him saved.
The woman, the last time that you saw her in the water was at what time in the afternoon?
It was last night.
Last night.
Right.
Right.
I held on to her till dark.
And they took me over to the big boat, and that's when I learned it was Steve Irwin's boat.
We might just take Scott's neoprene off first.
He was very, very excited to be rescued, but he was so sad, and I feel so sorry for him, and what a hero. He's the hero, mate. He's not me. I'm not the hero here. I'm just the bloke that, you know, helped him off the rock. He's the true hero, hanging on to her in her passing from this life into the next, wherever that may be, and trying mouth-to-mouth resuscitation while he's getting smashed up against those rocks. That bloke needs a medal, mate.
I'm going to gear up. I'm going to get some tanks, go and retrieve the gear, and then have a quick scout for the lady.
But sadly, there was no hope. 77-year-old Katie Vrooman's body was found floating nearby later that day. Scott, though, has made a full recovery and is back running his dive shop in the States.
Steve, yes, did a wonderful job. I really appreciate everything him and his crew did.
I am the proudest father on the face of the earth.
Oh, wow. What a beautiful animal. If we can touch people about wildlife, then they want to save it. My job, my mission, the reason I've been put onto this planet is to save wildlife. And I thank you for coming with me.
Bindi and Robert are going to travel the world, and they're very lucky kids. They're going to have a wonderful adventure ahead of them, and that's where we're going to go. We're not going to stop. Sky's the limit. You'll see the crocodile hunter for a long time to come.
I think this has taught him to go, you know what? That's the way it is. Take me as I am. I'm Steve Irwin. I've done my best. I love crocodiles. I love my kids. And I'll always love conservation. And that's the way it is. So I think that's kind of refreshing.